Hello, Harry.
Hi, Scott.
I just need to apologise really quickly because last time I saw you, I was very sweaty. I'd just been to the gym and you were walking around near here and you caught me slightly off guard because I just didn't expect to see you walking around. And I think I said, we had a little sweaty embrace, and I think I said something really rubbish like, I hope things are going well, Harry. And then
I think that's a totally normal and nice thing to say, by the way.
well, I am quite nice, you know this anyway. But then I kind of like
You had
scurried
very
off.
small shorts on, if I remember.
Well, I'm glad that that's what you remembered.
Game recognizes game.
Yeah. Thank you. So I think I enjoy that we sometimes see you around, like around here, or we see you pictures of you in the gym, or browsing a bookshop, or just turning up at a marathon and doing it really fast. Because you don't normally see people with your level of fame doing that. I mean, I've never seen Beyonce do the big shop. Do you know what I mean? So I think that normality is important to you, isn't it?
I think for a long time, I think because when I first started touring and stuff, I think we spent a lot of time in hotel rooms and stuff, and I think the feeling becomes like, oh, I can't do things.
Yeah.
And I think it was really important to me to kind of, when I then started doing more things, I was like, oh, this is one, great for me, two, totally fine.
Yeah.
And most people you meet out are wonderful. And I think you can definitely choose to kind of shut yourself off from the world. And it's been so wonderful for me, and is something that is really important to me to stay in
the world
universe.
Especially
I think if you're trying to write and make music about the ultimately the human experience, it's hard if you're not living a very human experience.
I mean, back in the day, I remember speaking to you at the time, you were literally just in hotel rooms. We were in some of the best places in the world, but you were kind of locked away. So I'm really pleased that you're getting... I
used to just drive everywhere.
Yeah, I know,
I used to drive around London everywhere. And I think in the last few years, when I've kind of stopped doing that, it's even the parts of the city that I've discovered that you miss if you're driving everywhere.
Yeah.
You find a little coffee shop that you wouldn't have seen otherwise, and all these things that if you kind of allow yourself to be more open to it, you're kind of rewarded.
We have to remember you got so famous so young, and do you have a bucket list of normal things that you want to try? I don't know, like traveling or more marathons, just things that everyone can do.
Yeah, I think the last couple of years for me was a lot about doing some of that. I think it was a lot about, I think I'd got really used to saying no to a lot of things because just touring and being away and, getting used to missing things. And at the start of last year, I kind of decided I was just going to say yes to everything.
Yeah.
And I started traveling a lot more and, doing some things that I'd always thought about maybe I'd want to try and stuff like that. And it's, I think I just, you can kind of really isolate yourself if you let your life become that way. And I think the last couple of years for me was a lot about kind of opening it back up.
Did you go to clubs and stuff?
Yeah. I think for me, and a lot about what this album is about is the last couple of years was me getting back on the other side of the kind of audience experience. I think spending so much time in that dynamic on a stage, it's easy to forget what the feeling is of the people in the audience. And I think my want and my kind of experience of the last couple of years has been being a true audience member and reminding myself how important it is to people to stand in a room with strangers and dance and get sweaty and sing and like how magical that experience is. And I think if you don't, when you haven't done that for a long time, it's easy to feel like I'm here doing a show and I'm going to show it to you and you're going to watch it. Whereas actually, I think it was a good reminder that we're doing this show and I might be on the stage and you might be there, but we're all here for the same thing,
Yeah.
you know?
So I feel like there's a big master plan that you've been cooking up. The new album is called Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally. That's out in March. But can you please tell me about Aperture? I've just asked Jeeves, and it says it's like an opening or a gap. So is this album like a doorway to a new phase?
Yeah, I think the song was the last song that was made for the album. So it kind of ended up being this really perfect like mission statement of what a lot of the album was about. I think the opening and kind of allowing for more things and in turn allowing for more like positive things to come into your life was a lot about what this song and this album as a whole was about for me. And also the kind of openness to like be accepting of like transitions and be accepting of flaws and your own mistakes and being able to look at those things and go like I was wrong there or I didn't behave, you know, in line with who I want to be there, and being able to like acknowledge those things and therefore go through a change and make some changes you want to make is like more powerful than kind of denying them or you know, refusing to like change at all, you know.
Now, yesterday I was trying to be all like Miss Marple, Harold, and I was going like, oh, I noticed a few stadiums that have got some large apertures in their schedules. And then yesterday at 5 p.m. you announced Together. So that's a 7-city residency, May to December, and you're doing Amsterdam, London, Sao Paulo, Mexico City, New York, Melbourne, and Sydney. And the UK dates are, this is amazing, 12th to the 23rd of June, and Shania Twain is the support.
Yes.
I'm buzzing for that.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
Are you?
I mean, I'm honored and like very amazed that she's coming with us. She's someone who musically has been in my life for a really long time.
Yeah.
I remember like some of my earliest memories of learning songs and singing in the car with my mum, listening to Shania Twain.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like a very full circle. This is amazing.
Yeah.
How exciting.
Who would you say in your life is the most unimpressed by what you do?
My sister,
Really?
in like the most beautiful way.
Tell me
Like
how.
in the way that makes me feel so wonderful and like loved by her. Of just like it's not like what we talk about.
No.
It's, you know, it's just in
It's
a way
just-
that is
yeah.
makes me so full.
But like, obviously, they're all very proud. But isn't it nice that you can have someone to go to who actually it's about your relationship. It's not about any side of this.
Yeah, I also think as you get a little bit older as well, and you have like siblings that then you like choose to be friends with, is like a really ends up being like a really beautiful friendship in your life. She's like one of my best friends, and it's amazing to be able to like, you know, when I spend time with her, I feel very like, you know, she knows me better than anyone.
Yeah. We do go way back. We've been through a lot together. Do you remember when they decided to put us on the internet for 8 hours and call it 1D Day?
Quite long.
It was really long, wasn't it?
Quite
And we didn't
long.
actually know what we were doing at all, did we?
Quite long.
But I have to say, and I will always remember this, you were the only person, and there was a lot of people there, who actually kept checking if I was all right, because I was presenting the whole thing. And every now and again, you'd come up to me and go, "Are you all right? Do you need anything? Do you want a cup of tea?" And I was like, I will never forget that. And no matter what happens and how, I mean, already it's happened, but no matter how huge you get, you are still that same charming, kind, down-to-earth guy that I met in 2010. Still now.
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it. It's very kind.
What do you put that down to? Your friends, your family, or like what do you think it is?
I think like the thing I'm luckiest for in my life, when I look at like everything in my life, the thing that I feel most fortunate for is my friends have been like a group that I can count on in ways that have just made me feel so like loved
Yeah.
no matter what
But
happens.
there must be
And
times when you hardly get to see them, right?
yeah, and I think that's a large part of it. I think everyone has that friend where, you don't see them for a long time and then you see them and it's like no time has passed. And I think I'm really lucky to have a few of those. I have a lot of like best friends and we're all like really close, and I think that's always been the thing that's allowed me to feel kind of free to make what I want to make and not make when I don't want to make, and just they've never made me feel like anything other than me
Yeah.
as like their friend.
Do you still see yourself doing this in 20, 30 years' time?
Um, I mean, I see, I mean, it's so hard to tell. I love music so much. So it's hard for me to imagine me not making music. Um, and as the like future comes on, and how what shape that takes in my life and stuff, time will tell. But
Yeah.
right now, it's I'm really excited to kind of be starting again.
We're so happy you're back. Harry, it's so nice
Thank
to
you so
catch up.
much.
Come and see me when you're in the UK next, promise?
I will. I'll see you, and we'll high five short or something.
Yeah, but we can, yeah, we can do that. Perfect. And thank you very
Got it.
much.
Thank you so much.
I will
Nice
see
to
you.
see you.
I'll see you soon in person.
Thanks so much, Scott.
All right,
Thank you.
take care.